All right, that was day 21. That felt pretty good. I drank my energy drink a little bit earlier. I got it before I hit like the freeways and stuff. That felt better. I drank a cherry limeade, so that was my first time drinking a cherry limeade Ghost Energy. I love a cherry limeade from Sonic, but that was pretty good. But yeah, good training session. I went out, got after it. Snatch presses, they're getting a little tough, but we'll get through them. And then front squats felt good. I'm getting deep, trying to work on it so that when I do catch a clean in the future, that it becomes easier. But getting out of, if you were a coach or if you were in the fitness world, I'm saying, if you're coaching people or you're training people, it is kind of different when you train when you're not doing that no more. So I was recently a GA and I'm not that anymore in strength and conditioning, but training has been, I guess, in a way more fun and more relaxing. And I'm doing the same thing and I'm training the same way, but it's a different outlook on training. Like there used to be stuff that I would look at and be like, no, it's like I clinged on too much of stuff and I thought about it to the highest degree of like doing the right thing at the right time and all that. Just because, you know, you're around the athletes, you're around other coaches, you're trying to be better at programming, you're trying to do all this, but at the same time train yourself. Now being outside of that world, being outside of like that agenda, it is relaxing. I was just listening to a Will Rattel, his debate, and he said it good while I was on the treadmill right now. He was just talking about how he used to always debate or argue in the strength and conditioning, and ever since he left it and became a teacher, he doesn't care no more. And that's kind of how I am. I'm like, you can train however you want. Like I've been at a commercial gym for the past month or so, 2 months now, and I see people doing their own thing. And if it was the old Zachary, I would be being like, why are they doing that? Or that's so wrong. Like, okay, I'm still gonna judge. That's just who I am. Now it's to the point where at the end of the day, I don't care. Like I'm not gonna go up to them and be like, you should do it this way, or you should do this rep scheme. Or now it's just like, are you training? Are you having fun? And I feel like that's how it should have been while I was coaching, while I was inside of it. Because it just was too serious. Everything was too locked in. But now training is more fun just because I can go in there. I'm still following a program. I'm still following it to a T, doing everything that I can. I'm still trying to get the 315 clean. Like I'm still doing everything. But at the end of the day, it's like no one cares. Like my new job, no one's gonna go up to me and be like, "Oh, did you hit the gym today?" Like no one cares. So it's a great outlook, and I'm glad that I'm figuring that out now, because I know people or it's too serious to them, where it's just not that it's another hobby, because I love lifting, but don't let it consume you is what I'm saying. So that was the training session today. I hope you like it. Let's go and watch it.